Alright everybody, I'm back. That's right, today I'm gonna be playing Sonic X. Wait, hold on a minute. Today we're gonna be playing Sonic XG, the new version that is 2026. By the way, um I have the Sonic XG background as well, you know. Nice back the nice tile screen. Hold on. First, I need to lower the volume. Yeah, the volume. Yeah. Anyway, why do I faintly hear supersonic racing in my ear? Game audio? Shut the what? What colors I removed from him? He's bubble friend. Everybody. Actually, wait a minute. I can I can just do a little bit of this. There we go. That's better, right? Alright, anyway. Chat, you shall be summoned. There we go. The chat box is here now. This is good. It's probably good. Alright. Sonic X just revived. Yep, that's right. I'm gonna lower it a little bit down for my own sake. Anyway, guess the song. The hell? Alright. There's borders. Oh wait. Do you guys want me to? No, probably not. Yeah, that's right. It's S. You can't. Yeah, this is the time attack demo. So yeah, we got Sonic. Oh, we got Tails and Knuckles, but they're not available. Also, that's the Sonic Unleashed render, which I think is pretty cool. All right. So let's see here. We got Final Fail, Peak Panic, and Woodworks. This is the. This is the time attack demo, by the way. Sonic XG Sonic Robo Blast 3 confirmed. Well, it's not really 3D per se. Why playing time attack? Play normal mode. Well, I can't. This is the it's called the time attack demo for a reason. Also, I like the background, which reminds me of the Japanese box art for Sonic 1, 2, and 3. Maybe, well, not really CD, but you know. Isn't that from the same album that made a wait? Isn't that from the same album that made a rendition of the Sonic's? Anyway, I like the title screen. Let's just do this. Get Sonics. What the hell? Alright, so oh, it's just like Sonic 3 Air. So it's basically Sonic 3 Air. Sonic 3 Air, but Sonic 3 Air XG confirmed. Anyway, Peak Panic is hard. Oh Christ! This is where Sonic World Blast 2 and Sonic XG telescreen music. Oh yeah, that's right. Anyway, yeah, time attack. Peak Final Fall. Sorry. So ASD is alright. Let's go. Yo, hold up. Let's see what move Sonic has. Okay, he has the Peel Out check. He did a weird thing there. What the hell? Oh, I like the fact that the shield has like sparkles in it. Kind of reminds me of Sonic USB Online. Also, the reason why I'm kind of quiet right now, time attack, yeah, it's called the time attack demo. Oh, what the hell? Since when could... Oh, so Sonic gets a boost? From... Okay, that's pretty cool. I think the time is attacking us. Yeah, the time... Okay. Huh. Cool. I was trying to do the thing that I was doing before. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, Sonic does like a little boost. That's actually really cool. Wall jumping! Oh, hell yeah. We all love wall jumping. Yes, we. Look, it's the thing from Angel Island. This is in fact Sonic career. Okay. Alright. We got the Hyper Ring. Anyway, come on. Alright, let's actually... Yeah! Holy crap, the boost! The boost is insane, what the hell? Oh yeah, right, we don't have to drop dash, we only have the insta shield. Jesus Christ, that speed was insane, by the way. Anyway. I really like the new sprites. They're pretty cool. Right. This is a time attack demo. You know what? Funny enough, I actually... Oh, this is a cool... Okay, this is actually really cool. Holy crap. I really like this. I really like this pause menu. Kinda reminds me of something else. Okay. But anyway, the old sprites are there. Well, not really. Well, there is the life icon has been reworked a little bit. It's kind of the same from the older one, except, you know, with the new Sonic head. Anyway, I actually, for a fact, I actually haven't seen a lot. I actually haven't seen a lot of Sonic fan games. You know, I actually haven't seen a lot of Sonic fan games do like a time attack demo or something. I don't know. Oh. Correct, anyway, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I have seen, like... I don't think I've seen... a Sonic fan game do, like, a time attack demo. Well, I don't think they... I think they would only add, like, what? I think they would only add... Okay, there we go. I think they would only add time attack in like the final release, or just I don't know. Wait a minute, can we get an extra? No, we can't. That's right. Hey, hold on, what's that push animation? Oh damn, I can't see it. I can't see it because of the grass. Give me a little bit of speed here. These sprites are really well made, holy crap. Oh, okay. So, grab onto the thingy. Wait. Wonder if there's a secret there. I don't know. Probably not. Is there like a secret? No, I don't think there is. So, wait a minute, what am I doing? there like another path? I don't know. Okay, never mind. Oh, damn! Okay, I didn't actually expect to be here, but I'm pretty sure I fell or something. Oh yeah, by the way, the Angel Island at the freaking, yeah, baby. Oh. Okay, these sprites are really well. You know what? I can see why you called this Sonic Robo Blast 3 because the sprites are kind of well done. All right. Yo, damn, the OST goes hard too. Yeah. Wait, there are extra? What the fuck? Okay. So, holy shit. So it is like time. So is it like time twisted? Also, I think my computer is lagging, but I don't know about that. Yeah, he does like a little boost. Holy crap, dude. Stop with the freaking rocks. So basically Sonic time twisted, you know, with the rocks falling and all that. This ain't the only stage, however. Oh, first shield, and it's the first shield of the day, chat. Well, first XG shield, you know? Huh, apparently these meteors don't... Oh, you can spit. So apparently these meteor thingies, whatever, so apparently they just... Oh, what? So these meteors don't hit you. Oh. Huh. This kind of feels like a windy valley, I'm not gonna lie. Chat, doesn't this feel like a windy valley? Oh yeah, this is where the wall jumping comes into play. Okay, what the hell? Okay, now that was just poor timing. My fault. Oh, you have to press... Okay, I got it. I have to press the jump button. I have to basically press the jump button again in like any wall. Wait, does that Badnik just straight up evaporate itself? What? Again, the music goes kind of hard. As I was saying, the music goes kind of hard. Oh god. Hold on, no. I have no clue what I'm doing. Okay, now wait a minute. Yeah, every time I try to actually go up, Zomic died. Yeah, oh god damn it. Not this shit again, really? Zomic, come on, man. I know I do like that. I know I do like AR. I know I made like an ARG, but that doesn't mean okay. Oh, can see the death egg. It's full on. It's 3D too. Just kidding. Okay, it was a joke. Oh, we made it. No, it's not a joke. Boom. This bit. Calm down. Okay. I have no clue why I wall jumped. Great. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's right, the hyper ring. I completely forgot about that. Come on, we gotta go quick. But this thingy prevents me from doing so. Okay, there we go. Really useful. Yeah, bitch. There we go. Oh, Sonic got through. Sonic got through in 9:20:73. Okay. The Fed going nuts. Auto save. Okay, auto save. Wait, what happens if I just press exit? I know restart is going to, well, restart. Duh. Also, I really like that Sonic. Was that wall jump? Yeah, that was wall jumping, wall climbing, whatever you like to call it. That, that's. I wonder Knuckles' reaction after learning his island and his emerald fucking died. No, my island. God damn it, Sonic. Now I have to go through some sort of pumpkin hills just so I can hit those meteors hard. I know that's not really the I know that's not the name of the song, but you know it. I know it's called Meteor Herd HERD, I think. Well, the zone, but you know I just want to make a pun. You know, hard. They sound the same thing, but sound like the same thing anyway. What happens if I just leave? I don't know. I'm probably just gonna go back to the yeah. So we're gonna auto save. Oh, never mind. I guess you really just have to go back. Yeah. Huh. Anyway. Oh. Wait, that's it? Oh, damn. I actually thought that if you like completed Final Fall, you would be able to play Peak Panic. I wish I was able to pay to I wish I was able to play Peak, but unfortunately I can. So I shall panic. Woodworks? Well, well, it's not kidding. The wood is in the works. Oh, that sucks. See you again in. I'm sorry. What? See you again in 20 years? Was that a joke or something? Is Peak Panic peak? I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to find out with the next demo releases. The Peak Panic and Woodwork Zone demo. The wood isn't working. Yeah, the wood is clearly still in the works. Oh wait. God fucking. Okay. Okay. You know what? Just Zomic E. Wait, calm down. Oh dear lord. Zomic is slowly becoming. Zomic is slowly becoming. Zomic is slowly. Zomic is slowly just becoming. The guy. I forgot his name. Alright, so it's been a while since I've done a. So you know how it's been a while since I've done a tier list? I just realized someone made a mod about SS. The, the bro, even the clouds, even the fucking cloud. Even the clouds, like we cannot escape from this. Alright. Anyway, anyways, as I was saying, you know how it's been a while since you know how it's been a while since I've done a tier list? So I'm thinking of doing like another one. I mean, I need to do something like this length time. The length time. I don't know. Look, it's just not gonna cut it. Uh, the the length of the Sonic XG, the Sonic XG of that Sonic XG demo is probably not gonna cut it. So I think of doing another tier list. Hold up. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Okay, so I was thinking of a Sega consoles tier list, but I was also thinking of another. But I was thinking of another tier list. I remember thinking of another tier list, but I completely forgot what tier list. Oh, hold on, give me a second. Uh, links again. Okay, it's gonna be this time. Or is it just like the same one? The effect going nuts. Anyway, uh, what's up? Hey Zomic, why is Zomic still that tails? It is? Huh. Um, you know what? I'm thinking of. I got an idea. I'm thinking of reworking. I'm thinking of reworking my tier list that I did before. I think. Wait, hold on. I did not switch to the Tails profile. Yeah, that's right. It's like a. Yeah, that's right. There's this one. Hold on. What? This is the tier. Yeah, this is the tier list I used. I don't know if it has any like. Oh, it has. Yeah, it's the. Oh, never mind. Apparently includes. Okay, so apparently the tier list has been. So the previous tier, I didn't get my water reminder. Why the fuck are okay? Anyway, the tier list that I used. Apparently, the tier list that I used previous. The tier list that I used previously for the Sonic the Sonic games tier list that I used previously, they apparently added the Sonic. Apparently added a Sonic Pico Park. Uh, well, that's it because. Anyway, yeah, the tier list that I used for the Sonic games, well, tier list live stream, yeah, they apparently added Sonic Pico Park, so it has been updated, sorta, but not, not by a amount, an insane amount. But I mean, Sega hasn't been releasing a new a new mainline Sonic game, you know. Okay, let's just do this. Uh, the Sega, fuck off. The Sega consoles tier list. Um, cause why not? I guess. Uh, and maybe and maybe like after this, I'll probably do like a Nintendo consoles tier list because I mean, as you can see here, There's like, now what? Oh yeah, that's right. Uh, oh yeah, basically, uh, hold on. But first we need to, so, oh yeah, there's, by the way, this console right here, which I don't really know what the hell. I don't know what console this is. But, hold on. I'll give me a second. I'll be right back. Wait, why didn't it load Real Doice's message on the chat box? What? That's weird. Where's the Tech Toy Master System? The Sega Nomad. Yeah, there isn't any here. Hold on. But I don't know. This is probably like the. No, I did. I'm gonna be real here. I did saw like a tier list. Uh, hold on. Oh yeah, there it is. Jesus Christ. All right, that's better actually. Hold on a minute. There's a D, a E, and a F. Hold on. All right, for real this time. I hope. I'm sorry if this feels kind of awkward right now, but hold on. And I also need to get a Nintendo consoles tier list. Probably. I don't know. If you guys want that, I guess. Hold on, this one? Yeah, this includes the Switch 2. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm actually setting it up this time because I forgot what tier list. I know that I was gonna do the Sega consoles tier list, but I completely forgot what other tier lists that I was going to. Aside from the Sega consoles tier list, I forgot what other tier list I had in mind. Give me a second. But now I remembered. I guess. Hold on. I wondered. Give me a second here. Can you restart the chat? Oh wait. So it is loading messages. Okay, I thought it was. There we go. I restarted it. Maybe I restarted it and probably like fucked it up. I guess I don't know. Hmm. Dude, I wonder. Do they link any of the? They probably. They probably do. Hold on. All right. One second. Nope. I think they. Yep. No, never mind. Unless. Yeah. No. Okay. So. I'm trying to find. Okay, this time I'm actually trying to find like what the fuck? IGN. Oh, of course. Every literally. Okay, this is literally every single. Okay, Christ of God. Hmm. By the way, it's been a while since I did a tier list, so yeah, I'm sorry, very sorry. If what the fuck? Okay, I can work with well I could probably work with this I guess I don't know I could probably work with this perhaps maybe. Hmm. Okay, I guess we could supposedly. I guess we could supposedly start. I guess we could supposedly start here. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's also. I'm pretty sure it's in chronological order. Well, release date order. So yeah. Oh damn! But there's different models though. Well, I'll probably. Um, there we go. The Sega's the different models are probably well the different models are gonna be in the like in the same they're probably gonna be like the same tier as the other. Okay, whatever. uh I'm gonna be real here. I don't really know that much about the SG. I'm gonna be real here. All right, let's start. I'm gonna be real here. I don't really know that much about this the SG9, the SG 1000, I think it's called. Yeah, I don't really know that much about this, unfortunately. I don't. And so with the next two consoles, maybe I could probably like, hold on. Come on, you cannot dox my. You cannot just translate. You can't just translate it into the. Exactly. There we go. Jesus. You know what? Wait, hold on. What the hell? Ah, yes. I love the Bendy was a little devil. Anyway. Uh. All right. I guess I could supposedly pull out the good old Wikipedia if I don't know the console. I guess perhaps I guess I could probably pull out the good old Wikipedia if I don't. I don't know information. I guess information. Oh yeah. I guess I could probably add. Wait, hold on. But before I talk about the again, I'm so sorry. It has been a while since I done a tier list, and I don't think I have. I don't. I don't probably think I have like enough confidence. I'm probably just gonna. I'm probably just gonna pull out the good old SpongeBob Super Sponge soundtrack or whatever. I don't know. I guess. A little bit loud. Hold on. There we go. It's a little bit better. Alright, here we go. The SG, yeah, 10,000. It's a home video game console manufactured by Sega, with Sega's first, yeah, whatever. This might be a very obvious question, but is it the GBA OST? Yes, the PS1. Developed in response to a down. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh wait a minute, hold on. Probably just wait. So these two, I got the weather. Yeah, hold on. Oh god damn it! I thought these were like different models, so I could. All right. Okay, you know what, chat? What's your opinion? What's your opinion on the SG? What's your opinion on the SG 1000? Hold on. Did I forget to? Yeah, it's looping. Okay, good. I was talking about the music, by the way. It was like looping. All right. Actually, wait, no. There we go. Alright. Anyways, what are your guys' opinions on the SG 1000? Because I don't know. I don't really know much about it. I say this might just be me. I'd say this might just be, but I think it doesn't compare to Famicom, given how it released in the same year. Oh. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. What are you? Yeah, the game library. Girls Garden. Oh, it released Flicky. Okay, so this is the game that released Flicky. Yeah. Congo Bongo. Sega Galaga. So basically a ripoff of Galaga and Girls Garden. So it only released like 3 games, chat. So it basically just released like what, 3 games and that's it. So it basically just like what? It released like 3, so basically just released 3 games or something. There we go. So this console basically just released 3 games. Well, 4 games actually. I mean, it does have the original Flicky. But however, it has a ripoff of Galaga. You know what? That probably explains. That probably explains why, like. That probably explains, like. This this probably explains why there's like a ripoff Galaga. You know in Sonic Frontiers the end boss fight before the Final Horizon update. You know, the end boss fight before the Final Horizon update, which was just a ripoff of Galaga. Yeah, this could probably explain why. I mean, it has Flicky, so, and, you know, it was kind of like the precursor to Sonic in a way. Congo Bongo and Girls Garden. I have no clue what the hell. Oh wait, no. Congo 13. Oh, okay, so it didn't release just 4 games. It released like 5 or something. I have no clue. But whatever. This game, well, not console. This console is, get the fuck out of here, ad, please. I should probably, like, I don't know. Probably delete this tier, and besides. Anyway, the SG-1000. Oh yeah. Again, what are your opinions on it? What are your... Well, actually, wait. You already said your opinion. Yeah, what are your opinions on the games? Yeah, what are your opinions on the games that are in the SG-1000? Finally, jeez. God damn it. Also, what tier do you guys think it should belong to? Very lackluster, doesn't seem to have a collection as big as the next Sega console or even the Famicom. So, what tier are you thinking? Fun fact, the Yoshi Topsy-Turvy... Okay, oh good now. Was actually put, so this means this guy did a work in a... Oh. So, what tier do you think I should put this game in? Probably. So, what tier do you think this belongs to? So, since it doesn't have a so it doesn't really have a collection as big as the next Sega console. Okay. Alright. I don't know. I could probably, like, I don't know, remove the I don't know. I already said E tier. Oh, okay. If that's what you think, then alright. Next up are these two. Now, I don't really know much about... Now, I actually straight up just don't know about this one. At least I know SG-1000 because, well, of the name. Funny enough. I guess. I don't know. About this console right here. Sorry, I meant the Mr. Console that released in 1985. I'm pretty sure I was talking about the SG-1000. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was talking about... I don't know what to say. Yeah, these two consoles right, other than anyway, these two consoles, I have absolutely no clue. Do you have a clue, Zomic? Cause I just straight up, I'll talk about the 1000. Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, what's even the name of this console? Also, it appears that it has two models, I think. Unless these are separate. It's just that I meant that the Mr. Console is. I have no clue what you. But whatever. What is the name of this console? It may be this console. I have no clue. Because I actually just don't know this one, like, at all. Because I guess wait. Oh wait. Yeah? Didn't the games come in cards? Oh yeah, it did. Like actual cartridge. Like actual cartridges. Pretty unique. Can't think of another the the TurboGrafx 16. No. Anyway, oh, anything about these two though? Because I absolutely have like no clue at all. Come to think of it, these first consoles are kind of obscure. Holy crap. Overall, I think they can be bumped down solely for being cards. Oh. No clue about those. Oh. Well, then. God damn it. Then fine. I guess I could probably revive the straight up the don't know tier. I guess could probably put it in these, I guess. Alright, the Master System. There we go. Can finally talk about something. We can finally talk about something that we actually know. I guess. Sort of. AKA the Sega. Wait a minute. Wait, so wait, so this is. Wait, hold on a minute. So this is also the Sega Master System? So this is basically just like another model or something? I don't know. Wait, so then what the hell is this then? Whatever. Alright, so Mark III Japan Masters. I am Mark III Japan Master System everywhere. Anyway, it's the console. What the hell? Or is that just how it's spelled? Anyway. Yeah, released in 1985 and whatever the hell. Anyway, probably another model for the SG. I don't think I really saw the. Hold on a minute. Yeah, this is probably just like another model for like the SG, so I guess this could probably go in here, I guess. Although, strangely enough, it has the same console design. Wait a minute. Oh, the 300. Oh, okay. That's just basically. All right, man. I'm starting to lose brain cells. Oh yeah. Isn't this when? I'm pretty sure this is the console that was used to combat to to fight against Nintendo's NES. I think, yeah, this is the console that was trying to fight against the Nintendo's NES. Honestly, it's all right. I mean, I, we have Shinobi. We have Shinobi. Alex Kidd. What else? Shinobi, Alex Kidd. I think that. I think Shinobi. Yeah, probably. Alex Kidd. At last, Sega had a console to compete with the NES. Yes, and oh, and probably like put this as well. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, Alex Kidd's Shinobi's debut. Not to mention probably a handful of Sega arcade ports too. Oh yeah, that's right. And we have Sonic 1 on the Master System. About the Sega Master System 2, though, I will say, fun fact, the Mark III has FM channels, but only in selected models. Oh, okay. So this is basically the Mark III. Wait, hold on. I'll be right back. Give me a second here. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Anyways, we shall continue, probably. Alright. The and also only had a handful of consoles use them. Wait, does the Mark III hold on, I have a question. Does the Mark III have like the European Master System BIOS also have what I think is the second greatest console boot? Oh yeah. That fucking Dean, bro. That was amazing. Are you gonna play Sonic 3 Air? I'm tiered the listing right now, bro. Anyway, Real Dois, what do you think of the Master System and the Mark III? I guess both of them. It did have the games built into them. Oh yeah. Wait, what? Huh. You know what? What tier do you think I should what tier do you think I should put the hold on. Oh yeah. You know what? It's kind of I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of sad the fact that the Master System discontinued. Luckily, however, it's still alive. Yeah, Brazil. And despite its legacy in the US, Britain, it actually lasted long. Yeah. That sure is a hell of a question, but I say, for how long is, yeah. Luckily, my home country is keeping the Master System alive. Oh hell yeah! You see, this is why Brazil's the greatest country. You should visit. Anyway, B tier. You know what? Honestly, same. The Sega Master System 2, though, I have no clue what the hell. Oh, Master System 3 Compact, manufactured by Tectoy. There's a Super Compact, but it isn't the tier list, so. Wait a minute. But first, before the Master System 2, what do you think of the... What about the Mark 3? What about the... What about the Mark III? Does it have like any exclusive games into this? Aren't going to rank the Sonic 3D. We'll get there, don't worry. We're ranking the Sega consoles, and then we're gonna rank the Nintendo. Then we're gonna rank the Nintendo consoles, and maybe I don't know, rank the Sonic games. But I'm probably gonna leave that for like what, tomorrow. Something. Yeah, July 25th. Ooh, scary SpongeBob creepypasta tomorrow. I think it's gonna be the July 25th. I think it's gonna be July 25th's birthday. You know, the SpongeBob creepypasta or whatever. You know, about SpongeBob, the void. You know the one. If you watch Pick Gamer, you know. Anyway. I think most of the exclusive games are arcade, so I say C tier for the Mark III. All right. So our arcade games. Oh, so yeah, it's a little bit of. Yeah, it's a little bit. So wait, did it like exclude? Did it like exclude any like other games from like the regular Master System, or was it kept? Because I don't know, some consoles technically do that, you know? Or games. Collections. Games, well, game consoles and collections do that, you know? Excluding games from, like, other countries. That's not their main one. Yeah, so North America, it probably kept. Alright. Huh. Alright. So, what about the Sega Master System 2? Again, I don't really know. I just don't know about the. No, maybe I should probably like. No, no, this probably. I mean, this has like the same. Yeah, I mean, it clearly has like the same buttons. So, I don't know. It's probably like Mark II or whatever. So, should I? Wait a minute. Should I even delete the don't know tier? Yeah, pretty sure I did that. Probably doesn't change anything. It probably doesn't change anything. Probably C tier. C tier. Yeah, I'm actually thinking. No, never mind. I take it back. I take back what I said. All right, the first and probably last, probably the first and only don't know tier. This is the Masters. Yeah, Mark III. Mark. Wait a minute. So then, hold on. Give me a second here. So wait a minute. So if we went through Mark, hold on, Mark II. Oh. Well, that so then I honestly don't know what the hell this actually. So then I actually, so yeah, I don't know what the hell this console is. And this one, I think. Yeah, the don't know tier. Yeah, funny, it's identical, the same screenshot. Alright. Anyway, probably gonna put this above. I don't know. I'm probably gonna put this higher. Probably gonna put this higher than the Mark III. Anyways, next up is the. Okay, it's a little bit wrong, but next up is the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive. What other words do I have to say here? Come on, let's be real here. Oh yeah, and I guess we could probably throw in the Sega Nomad as well. Whatever the hell this is, I have no clue. But, oh yeah, this is the. Hold on. We can look at the Sega thing again. Yeah, Sega Mega Drive. Yeah, the Mega Drive and the Genesis. Mega Drive. Oh. It's ass. What? The Sega Genesis? Whoa, whoa, buddy. Now you can't just be talking like that. If some sounds are emulated, you're gonna have a hard time. Mm. Oh, right. Take Sonic Spinball for example. Hold on, give me a second here. Anyway. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Stop the music for a little bit. I'm pretty sure I don't have anything as the I pretty much don't have much say other than the fact that before 1991 it felt pretty much the same as the Master System was 16 bits. No hate. I mean, yeah. Okay, IS Alex Kid. The weird wait. Eating chocolate real quick. Hold on, give me a second. You talk about the gem sound system or whatever it's called. The gem sound system. Garfield calling the act to use that too. Well, yes. Well, yes, but actually, yes. Oh, yeah. Hmm. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Gotta put, gotta put the wrapper in the trash. Hold on. Anyway, uh, sorry. Also, other than the Game Genie, I don't think there's any other product that as unique as what lock-on technology. No, I will say, yeah, it does. It does kind of. Okay, there we go. Now we can probably like play the music. Give me a second here. Yeah, I will say the Sega Genesis, or should I say the Mega Drive, in my country that isn't. Well, internationally, the Mega Drive and you know, in the US Sega Genesis, it has its ups and downs, I will say, but that just comes to like, but it comes to like, I don't know, it comes to like, I don't know, tech issues. I guess. I guess if I could put it that way, it the Sega. Anyway, the Sega Genesis slash Mega Drive has its ups and downs, but mostly on the. But it's mostly like. But it mostly has like its issues when it comes to tech or something. Like for some time it was to speed up the with the SNES. You see the console side by side in Walmart, for example. Yeah, and just and just like the commercial, get it? That one commercial in the for some time. For some time was to speed up with the SNES. You see the console side by side in Walmart, for example. Oh yeah, that's not console. You know what? It has its ups and downs, but it's mostly. But the downs are mostly like no over here. What? I want no over here. I want the Genesis. I want the Genesis, and it costs a lot less. Like a ragged, I'll take Sonic and the Genesis. Oh my god! They even recreated. They even recreated that in like Sonic Mania. Pretty sure they recreated that in like a Sonic Mania commercial. That's fucking hilarious. Anyways, the Genesis slash Mega Drive has its ups and downs, but the downs are mostly based on tech and all that. Like for example, oh yeah, like for example the wait, what the did YouTube hide my comment or something? Oh, well don't worry. Damn, they entirely removed it. What the hell? Yeah, the gens, the gens, it, like for example the gen system, the Genesis, the gen sound system. You know, it has its ups and downs, but most of the downs are tech based. Like for example the gens sound system, but I mean this is kind of, but I mean it is just kind of like a master, but it is kind of just like a master system. But it is kind of just like a master system, except 16-bit. I will say there are some new stuff, probably. Like for example, are we? Haha, get it? Anyway, there is some like new games, if you can even call it that. I guess. I mean, we have like what? Echo the Dolphin. Oh, anyway, not all games use gems. That FM chip used properly was made. Wait, hold on. The FM. Oh yeah, yeah. Some. Oh yeah, that's right. The YM. the YM, insert numbers here. Yeah, the channels. Yeah, sometimes the games do use, well, some games uses the gems, while others use FM or anyway. The FM chip used properly was made for the flying battery beam. Yeah. Well, I mean, the games. Oh, okay, but what about the games? Look, I mean, we have Sonic, but we already have that in like the master. We already have that in the master. Well, we have that in the master system already, but I mean, that was released like after the Genesis version. The Sonic 1 8-bit was released like after the Genesis version. This is clearly like the first time Sonic was released in a Sega console, technically speaking. But okay, anyway, we have the Sonic games. If we have the Sonic games, if you don't count Sonic CD, Echo the Dolphin, Earthworm Jim, Hangout? No. Was it named Hangout? No. I don't know. The bike game. I'm pretty sure I played it in like Sega in like Sega Channel Revival. There's Echo the Dolphin. Oh yeah, by the way, the Mortal Kombat, the blood cheat code, if you can even call it a cheat code. the blood activation code in Mortal Kombat, I think. Okay, chat, hold on. What tier should we put this game in? Hold on. I mean, if you take out Sonic and Mario, if any game like Bubsy, for example, was released in the SNES, SN Genesis, I feel like the SNES. Yeah, that is pretty. You know, that is pretty true, kind of. Yeah, there are some exceptions. Even though the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive is kind of like a Sega Master System, but 16-bit, there are some new games like Columns. Anyway, I'm joking. Well, there is well, okay, yeah, there is indeed Columns, but however, there's also other stuff aside from Columns. There's Echo the Dolphin, Earthworm Jim, that booger game I forgot. We have fuck ass Bubsy. Actually, wait, no, Bubsy is one of the. God, no. Again, Mortal Kombat. We have the Hangout. Hangout's pretty good. Well, actually, yeah, Road Rash. Road Rash. Yeah, that's the one that I was talking about. Yeah, we have Road Rash, Echo the Dolphin, Earthworm Jim, Echo the Dolphin, Earthworm Jim, the weird booger game that I don't remember the name of, Road Rash. There's Road Rash. Yeah. Dynamite Heady. Oh yeah, Toy Story for the Genesis. Street Fighter. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Primal Rage. That reminds me. Primal Rage. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, all of those two. Yeah, Toy Story and Street Fighter were technically released, but on the like. Yeah, but Dynamite Heady isn't. Uh, honestly, I'd say this is pretty decent. I will say. Actually, wait, no, pretty good. Second attempt at trying to combat with Nintendo. You know, I will say this is pretty good. Um, the Sega Gen. What tier should the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive be? Don't forget Rise. Oh, I almost forgot. And Comic Zone. Comic Zone. Yeah, that's right. Comic Zone. I remember playing that too. Yeah, that Comic Zone's also good. Yeah, Comic Zone's also pretty good. I think. I don't know. Unless you hate it, which in that case. Oh yeah, and don't for Oh yeah, right. The Sega Genesis accessories. I don't know if the Master System had any. I don't know if the Master System had any, but I mean, Sega Genesis had. Well, Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Oh yeah, the slogan. Anyway, the Sega Genesis slash Mega Drive, unlike the Master System. Yeah, what the fuck is this mutation? Okay. Anyway, yeah, look, see, the Sega Genesis slash Mega Drive actually does have some accessories. But however, unfortunately, most of them being, like, in the US... Oh. Most of them being in the US or something, I guess? I don't know. Oh yeah, look at the models, baby. Terradrive, what the fuck? Yeah, this. Oh, the Genesis CDX2 CDX. So that's what this is about. So this is what. And I think this Sega. Oh god. Yeah, we have the laser active. Yeah, the Sega Genesis 2, yeah. I have no clue what I'm doing anymore. Alright. Anyway, oh Christ, that's right. I don't know much about Streets of Rage. It was but maybe an arcade exclusive. I was talking about, well, yeah, 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 okay. Yeah, Sega Genesis Mega Drive. So what tier do you think? So what tier do you think Sega Genesis slash the Mega Drive deserves? Oh yeah, okay, this is the I thought this was the Genesis 2, but Genesis 2 was already a thing, so yeah, Genesis 3. Okay. Alright. Anyway, I should probably bubble this in with now. Maybe later. Maybe for like later. Anyway, wrist. I actually typed it wrong. Bump the original. The original? Okay, that's a weird. So what do you think? What do you think? What do you think, Doys? What do you think? What tier should the Sega Genesis slash Mega Drive deserve? I'll talk about this later. A little bit later. Actually, which one came first? so I can kind of do it in a chronological. I mean, given how it was the only successful S tier in North America, right? So you're saying like only the North American model? So you're basically saying like what? The North American model? Whatever. Right. Or whatever. Actually wait. Which one is this? Oh yeah. Yeah, because it uses like what? I don't know. Well, I mean, I just say the Genesis in general. Both of the models? So both of the models you're saying? There is this one fact: the sound chip takes a turn in quality in later models, but it's almost unnoticeable. Oh, okay. So S tier. So hold on. There we go. So S tier it is, I guess. All right. So say probably the S tier for the original. Wait, you're talking about these two? These two right here? Not S tier. All right. So this one S tier for the original, A for the two other models. I don't know about the Genesis 3 though. What if there's like a difference? I don't know. I mean, there are probably some. Oh yeah. Wait, no, those are only like. Okay. Anyway. The oh. It's a budget version. So it's a budget version. The Genesis 3 is a budget version. This version is even smaller compared to earlier, but can only play standard cartridges. Similar thing in Portugal. Oh, so this is basically just the worst version of the. All right, you know what? Let's compensate. Hold on a minute. What the hell? Hold on. SAB. Don't mind me. I'm just saying gibberish. Oh, good idea. All right. So, hold on. Now, you want higher? I guess. I don't know. Probably, perhaps. So S tier, the Sega Genesis. A tier, the Mega Drive. Well, above the Master System. If that's okay with you guys. And B is the Genesis 3 because it's just basically a worse version of the original. All right. Now, what do we think about the Nomad? I think it was it was all right. I mean, it doesn't. I don't think this had like any chat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's like chat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's like any accessories for like the Sega Genesis Nomad, right? So this means that it doesn't have a backlight, and the graphic quality looks kind of shit a little bit. The quality of the graphics looks a little bit shitty, just a little bit. Not really. I don't know. I saw I saw the Scott the Wasp video and that's it. All right. Actually, wait. Does it even have any accessories? Mega Jet. 6 AA batteries. Jesus Christ. Displaying its graphics at 3.25 inch. Oh, LCD. Oh, it's a LCD. Wait, it's a LCD screen. So that means it's gonna be. So that means it's gonna be having. It's gonna be doing like a yeah, because it's gonna be doing like a weird zoom effect. It's a little bit. And I don't think it has like accessories. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't have any accessories. So, yeah. I don't know. The Nomad, kind of. I don't know. I mean, it's a way to play the Sega Genesis games, but probably the best to put it in B tier. Yeah. The pricing for the Nomad was sky high black then and now. The screen quality is bad. Yeah. Super big and bulky, and the 32X came in. The 32X came in. Yeah, how the fuck am I supposed to play Tempo, bro? Probably best to stick with another Mr. Yeah, this kind of. Yeah, I will say B tier. I'm gonna be real here. I'm also gonna put it in B tier, but the question is it above or below the Sega Genesis 3? Is it above and below? Don't we need to rank the controls? Oh shit. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be real here. Alright. The Sega Genesis controller, good. The Mega Drive controller, a more. It's just a little bit. It's just a little bit off. It's below. Oh, below. Okay. Also, I told you to stop. Alright. Anyway. I'm gonna do the Game Gear first, and then the others. Don't worry. Funny how the E and F tier are still empty. That's hilarious. Anyway. The Mega Drive controller is just a slightly weirder version of the Sega Genesis. The Master System controller is alright, although albeit having 2 buttons. The Genesis 3, I have no clue. The Nomad, I don't know. It's fine, I guess. Yeah. Anyway. Alright. Moving on to the Game Gear. Screen crunch aside. Never mind, forget what screen crunch. A thumb could fit many of the Nomad. Oh. Yeah, there's definitely F tier go. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, the Game Gear. Dear God, the fucking screen crunch in this is the screen crunch in this is insane. But I will say, this is pretty good. I mean, for crying out loud, this has Sonic Triple Trouble in it. What other console has Sonic Triple Trouble in it? Aside from Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit? I mean, well, there is that one Master System port of Sonic Triple Trouble. For Sonic Triple Trouble, but I mean, it's made by a fan. It's not really made in Brazil, unfortunately. Why must Brazil make Sonic Blast in Brazil in the Master System, but not Triple Trouble in the Master System? This feels outrageous. If you say the screen crush of the Game Gear is bad, just wait until you see about the Game Gear. Oh God, no. Oh, here we go. Time for them. Oh Christ. Yeah, that kind of looks like. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? Look at the screen crunch in this shit. What the fuck? Oh yeah, this also has accessories. Unlike the Sega Nomad, this actually has accessories. Yeah, bitch. We have the TV tuner. Haha. TV turner. Ha, get it? It's the funny joke. Fuck off. This only has like what? One? Become a handheld television. Oh god, the super wide gear, man, the car gear plugs into power travel. That link I send you will tell you anything. Are you sure about that? Better not be fucking lying, I swear to God, I'll murder you. This better be the actual way to say YouTube short link. Oh God. Oh God. Oh yeah, that's right. This little thing. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay. The video, by the way, the video that I'm going to be showing to you is made by Retromaniaton. What the hell? YouTube, no. Oh God. Look at this thing, dude. That's right. I forgot this even exists. You know what? I'm glad that the buttons are a little bit bigger, but God, the screen is actually super mega tiny. It could have at least been. It could have at least been. Yeah, I don't know, but the screen resolution I can't. What? Oh Christ. Okay. 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 Chat, let's actually talk about the original Game Gear, okay? Let's actually talk about the original. So, it's basically just a handheld version. It's basically just like a handheld version of the Master System, I'm not gonna lie. It's basically just a handheld version of the Master System. Like, I'm gonna be real here. And the screen crunch is absolutely fucking. But however, the screen crunch is again horrendous. But as you saw, yeah. It is a known fact that the original Game Gear requires more batteries than the Game Boy, as well having a shorter battery life. Oh yeah, that's right. which is kind of fucking stupid, but alright. I mean, more batteries and a shorter battery life. And again, this is basically, I'm pretty damn sure that this is like, I'm pretty sure that this is like a handheld version of the Master System. Well, close enough to since it does have some original games, but it does have like some original games, but they're like from like, but they were already released for like other Sega consoles. You know. This is basic. Okay, I'm gonna be real here. This console is basically just like, I don't know, a way for Sega. This is basically just a way for Sega to port. This is basically just a way for Sega to port like normal Sega games that are already in like normal Sega consoles into like handheld. I'm gonna be real here. I feel like the Game Gear was the only Sega product to probably match the North America popularity of the Genesis. It still underperformed to the Game Boy, unfortunately. But I mean, wait a minute. Oh yeah, accessories, yeah. We have a TV tuner. It comes a handheld television. Jesus Christ. Oh. The super... We have some accessories like the super wide gear. Magnifies the screen, probably to make the screen bigger. The car gear adapted plugs into cigarette. To power the system while traveling, and gear to gear cable versus cable in Japan. Establishes a data connection between two Game Gear systems using the same multiplayer game. The Master Gear enables the Game Gear to play. Oh, so this can. See, what did I fucking tell you? This is basic. Look, Master Gear enables the Game Gear to play Master System games. So yeah, this is kind of like a. Well, there is. Well, it is kind of like a portable game. It is kind of a portable Master System, I guess. F300, yeah. Oh yeah, Land of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. The Game Gear Shinobi. Space Harrier. Again, Land of Illusion starring Mickey. And etc, etc. To be fair, the Mega Genesis had a system. To be fair, the Mega Drive had a system, Master System converter too. Yeah, but still, my point still kind of stands. The Game Gear was kind of a way for Sega, for Sega to basically port, like already existing games into handheld. But I mean, it was like what, the only handheld anyway. So, I mean... But then again, they could have just made another handheld. I take my statement back. Alright. I took a look at the Game Gear, and that screen size is like night and day compared to... I just never realized it. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think the rank? What do you think the Game Gear rank should be? What do you think? What tier should the Game Gear be in? What do you think? What tier? It controls is similar, but better than whatever the Nomad is. Yeah. I mean, oh yeah. By the way, one thing forgot to mention, they went back. They went back to the Sega Master System bun scheme, aka the two buns, aka but it instead of like A, but instead of it saying like A and B, it actually just says 1 and 2. I think. I don't know. Does it actually just say? Oh yeah, yeah. They went back to the good old Sega Master System bun scheme as well. That's how similar it is to this Sega Master System. Holy crap! Anyway, Game Gear at A, the highest of all the others at A tier. Okay, damn, more higher than the Mega Drive. More higher than the Mega Drive. I mean, I know this had Triple Trouble, which kind of carried it, and some other games as well. That was pretty good. But like, damn, I didn't actually expect that. But you know what? Whatever. I guess. I guess. I don't know. Or do you want to, or do you want to, or do you want it to be like below? Actually, wait, no, the highest of all the others at A tier. All right. All right. Speaking of all right, time to talk about the. Wait a minute. The Sega. You gotta be fucking kidding me. The Sega Genesis XCDX. Excuse me, I'm just trying to find it real quick. There it is. There we go. Shouldn't we talk about the Sega CD? No, I'm feeling like we should get this weird thing out of the way first, because like, again, I don't know what the fuck this is, but it looks kind of weird as fuck. Okay. Unless you don't know either, so alright. Sega released the combat. Oh, Sega Genesis / Sega CD unit. Also, this plays both Sega Genesis games. So this plays both Sega Genesis games and Sega CD. Basically a CD player, Sega CD and Mega Drive all in one. Jesus Christ, dude. So we can't. So we finally. So that means we finally cannot. So finally that screen won't show up saying warning. This disc is used for. So we won't. So with this, we won't be hearing the warning. This disc is used for the Sega CD system only. Thing with this. All right. You know what? Sonic was okay. The CDX was bundled in with Sonic CD, Sega Classics Arcade Collection. Oh yeah, by the way, this had like a banger Sega theme. You know, that was probably reused for like this. By the way, this collection, this Sega Classics Arcade Collection, it had like Also, select models of the CDX can use the System 32. Huh. Anyway, so, oh, god damn it. LCD? Really now? Uh, oh, when the unit is used to play audio CDs. Oh, okay, good. Good. That's... And Core, how did you forget Golden Axe? Oh, yeah, that... Wait, what? I forgot about that in the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive, but I don't know what this has to do with the CDX. Anyway, yeah, Golden Axe is pretty good as well. I will say, alright, a CD player, a Sega CD, and a Genesis, all in one? Holy shit. I don't know how to feel about this one. Honestly, this could either be an A tier or an S tier or something. I don't know. What do you think? Don't worry, I'll be getting into the Sega CD, like, I'll be getting into the Sega CD after this. Just what's your tier for this? Probably put in a very high B tier. Okay, but I mean, at least it's a very high B tier. So, alright. The Sega / Mega CD. You know, I'm just gonna call it the Sega CD. Because that's that's what's fucking called. God, this is taking a long time. Jesus Christ. Just to talk about, like, what? 1, 2... Okay, whatever. Anyway, the Sega CD, it's kind of mid. I mean, it doesn't help the fact. It doesn't help the fact that most of it doesn't help the fact that most of the games are just basically like video. It just doesn't help the fact that most of the games are just like VMD based or whatever. I don't know. It's eh. Yeah, Night Trap. Oh yeah, FMV. Oh yeah, and there's also controversy in this game too, which I don't want. It was a bit too overpriced at launch. But some people didn't know it was a Genesis, basically a reverse Wii U. Yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ. Say that again. Anyway, oh yeah, there's the Wonder Mega, the Pioneer Laser Active, but yeah, that isn't here. Okay, so they add whatever the fuck this is, but apparently they and the Genesis 3 and the Master System 2, which I don't even know what the fuck that is. But they didn't add the Wonder Mega, and they didn't add the Pioneer. Like, wait, why is it even that? I'd say only the ability to play CD music, Sonic CD, and maybe Echo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yikes. I'm combining both of the models, by the way. So both of them are going to the same tier. So what tier do you think it? What do you think? What tier do you think the what tier do you think the Sega CD deserves? Yeah, Sonic CD and Echo the Dolphin carried this game hard, and I mean really fucking hard. And no, I'm not gonna pause on that because it just straight up everything else was just kind of mid. And maybe Fantasy Star, I think. I don't know. Was Fantasy Star even in this? I mean, it doesn't even talk about the... Oh, it does talk about the games, yeah. The Sonic CD... Meh. Meh. Yeah, Popful Mail, yeah. Snatcher... Yeah. Also, by the way, this has a controversial game in it. Might be a bit too high, but I'd say, but lower than the Master System. Wait, but didn't you just put this, but you put the Sega Genesis CDX in like what, B tier, and put this in A tier, even though like, whatever. Okay, but however, what? The reason why I put the CDX is because only the rich families has it. Oh, let me guess, it's God damn it. Alright, fine. No. However, how about this? I'll compensate with this, okay? I'll compensate with this. I'll put the CDX in like low A tier, and I'll put the Mega CD and Sega CD in like high B tier. You know. Because I don't actually wait. I mean, you can play both Sonic 1. I mean, you could play both Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Sonic CD. Not to mention the Echo the Dolphin and Tides of Time. So wait, I'm pretty sure Tides of Time was, I don't know. Whatever. How about we just compensate with that? Unless you don't. Yeah, Genesis CDX. Vita CDS also had the same sound that I think this. Oh, that explains why. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll let that one slide. Oh boy. Also, the Sega Pico isn't in here. Also, the Sega Pico isn't in here, but it's best to just leave this behind anyway. But ah, Christ. Okay, here we go. The infamous 32X. I'm going to commit. Glad this was scrapped, by the way. Okay, what games did this even have? I mean, this has Doom. but the music was shitty. Afterburner, yeah, this are like what? This was mostly just ports of arcade games. Afterburner, Space Hare, Star Wars. Yeah, we have Star Wars fucking arcade. I fucking hate this. Virtua Fighter. Virtua Fighter, however, I mean, okay, Virtua Fighter isn't that bad, I guess. Never mind, I guess I take it back. Yeah, the only thing that carries this is Doom. And even that sucks, dude. Uh... Only Knuckles Chaotix. Only Knuckles Chaotix. It came out at the time where the people had their eyes glued to the PlayStation 1. Exactly. Literally the same. Dude, this is. Hold on a minute. This is literally the same equivalent. This is literally the same equivalent as Nintendo just randomly throwing the Virtual Boy. No, this is literally the same equivalent as Nintendo just randomly releasing the Virtual Boy while Nintendo 64 was going through major fucking delays. It's literally the same vibe that you get. Requires its own power supply that looks like hell. 3 has the same CPU as this had the same CPU as the Saturn. And the games fucking killed me already. So there were ports of arcade games. Okay, that's cool, but I don't know. I mean, the only thing that probably carries this is the sport titles, but even that, I don't think that even, like, oh god. Not probably the sports titles, which I don't think it's even, which hell, I don't even think that's like, I don't even think that the sports titles were able to. I don't even think that the power. I don't think that the sports and even that, I don't think the sports titles helped. And Knuckles Chaotix. Let me tell you the scary story of the 5. Yeah, 5 CDs, 30. God. Did pain. The top 5 32X. Yes, yeah. So you can imagine the hell. Oh, God. It's backwards compatibility with the Sega Genesis, but it was able to. Okay. Look at this shit, bro. What the fuck? This is gold. This is basically the same equivalent as gold with 2 turds in it. Like, what the fuck? Okay, okay, God, Knuckles Chaotix and maybe the sports titles. These are like what, the only things that carry this game, probably. And how, I don't know if that's even true. Okay, maybe for Knuckles Chaotix that's true, but like for the sports titles, I don't know about that. Because pain in the ass. Just because of Knuckles, Calyx, and Doom. I put it at E tier. Yeah. Yikes. And that seems way too generous. Yeah. Luckily, we have, I guess, the Saturn. But just because Knuckles and Doom, but even that doesn't save it. But luckily, we have the Sega Saturn. Well, luckily and unluckily, because this is kind of... it was alright. Oh yeah, Sonic Extreme. The game that was too extreme, Motorola. The game that was too extreme for the... Oh god, what the fuck. Oh yeah, that's right! Poor choice of words. Luckily, I said... Dude, I said luckily and unluckily, okay? I said luckily and unluckily at the same time, because... Kinda better, because what... Well, this is kinda better than, the Sega 32X, but that doesn't save it from being... But that doesn't save it from being, but that doesn't mean it's good. I mean, sure, we have the Netlink sure, we have the Netlink, multi-tap? I didn't even... Okay. Luckily and unluckily, the Sega Saturn. Because... this is slightly better than the 32X, but unfortunately... Yeah. I mean, Extreme was the start of a domino effect of a controversy. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, like, what the actual shit? This way? But... Yikes. Sega thought 3D Blast could save it. Yeah. After the Sonic Extreme being cancelled, yeah. Yeah, it was raps. It was like immediately raps right there, dude. God. You know what, I take back what I said with the luckily. Just unluckily. Because just unluckily, by the way, because, well, still luckily and unluckily, because this is kinda better than the 32X, but not really. It's far from fucking perfect. I mean, far, not even close. I mean, we have Panzer, okay, Panzer Drag, the games are Panzer Dragoon, Saga, Dragon Force, Guardian Heroes. At least we have Knights, and then we have Sonic Jam. Oh yeah, and by the way, PlayStation games such as Castlevania, Symphony of the Night, Resident Evil, by the way, and Wipeout 2097, yeah, they all received Saturn port, so it mixed results. I'm pretty sure, Dragon Ball Ultimate Battle 22 got a Sega Saturn port, but with like a different name, and I think only exclusive to Japan. I don't know. God, what the fuck is this shit? Also, they thought that a Netlink could have helped. Yeah, no. Okay, I need a new OST real quick because Yeah, Sonic, Sonic 3D. Okay, Sonic 3D Blast. Sonic 3D Blast was just Sonic 3D Blast was basically Sonic 3D Blast had already received Sonic 3D Blast had already has already been released. With the Sega Genesis, the Sega Saturn port just it's basically Sonic 3D Blast. It's basically just like Sonic 3D Blast is just basically like a Sega Saturn port of the original with for some we for some reason with different music. Yes, STI was the beginning at the end, lasted through the frontier, lasted through the bro. Why does Sonic have this? What does Sonic have this many controversies? Yeah. Uh. Okay. Anyway, Sonic 3D Blast was basically Sonic. Uh. Wait, hold on. There were three. Well, Sonic Jam and Sonic 3D Blast. Sonic Jam was basically a collection with a hub world for you to run in. I mean, it was alright, but it didn't save the Saturn. We have Sonic 3D Blast, which already existed, and this is and doesn't help the fact that this is basically just a port, of a pre-existing game, I guess. Wait, what was I saying? Okay, Sonic 3D Blast was a Sonic 3D Blast. It was basically just a port. Sonic Jam. Sonic Jam is basically just a collection with a hub world, with like a hub world to run in. Basically just a collection with a 3D hub world to run in. Not much else you can do, but eh, but it didn't really save the Saturn. And Sonic R is just Sonic R is just eh, it's Sonic R is get Sonic R gets points for actually being Sonic R gets points for actually being an original no Sega Genesis for actually being an original Sega Saturn game, I guess, but like even that just even that doesn't fucking help it. Like god. The soundtrack carries Sonic R and everything else, yeah, it was kind of yikes. So let's find again. I need to find a new OST. Jesus Christ. There we go. Sorta. All right. And the Sega Saturn was. I wonder how the Sonic Extreme Sonic model feels for being used in the educational instead of being used again for that gif of the. Yeah, it's probably feeling extreme pain and anxiety right now. Yeah. Oh Jesus. Okay. Oh yeah, there is a. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Yeah. Okay. Good. The audio's fine. There is a Japanese. Yeah, that's right. There is a Japanese version. Yeah, there's a. I don't know if the Japanese version had like cut games. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's right. Had bug. Eh. I will say, Nights into Dreams is pretty cool. Everything else is either just good, just alright, or mid. In terms of the competition, yep, the 32X were doomed from the start in North America. Okay. Wait, so does this mean that the Japanese version is better? You know, just slightly better? In terms of Japanese sales, it was okay. Okay. So, which one do you want to put? Which? So, which tier do you want to put? Honestly, I'm thinking of a C, either a C or a D. I don't know. In terms of consoles, basically the same thing in white paint. Basically the same thing with, basically the same thing. Basically the same thing with a fresh new coat of paint. Yeah. I don't know. Both of them. Well, not really both of them. But however, for the US version, I'm thinking like what? I don't know. C tier, like low C tier, I guess. What do you think? C tier seems way too generous. Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, yeah, but like, I don't know. It had like Nights into Dreams. It had like Nights into Dreams, Sonic Jam, and, well, okay, so how about I compensate with this, however? Maybe like put this, the Japanese version like C tier, like low C, and maybe put like the US version in like high D. I don't know. What do you think? Putting the Japanese version like high C, well, low C, and the US version in like high C. Wait, what? Okay, let me rephrase. High C for the US version, low C for the Japanese version, because, well, I'm gonna be, well, I don't want, because I'm gonna be real here. I don't want the Sega Saturn to be in the same tier as the 32X. I'd say a higher E tier than the a higher E tier than the wait. Are you talking about the US version or like both of them? I mean, maybe a low C tier. A higher E tier. Eh. Again, I don't want it. I don't want it to be the same. You know what? You do you. Yeah, I'll probably just put this like. Damn, but yeah, but then again, I do not want the Saturn in the same tier as the 32X. So, I mean, the media will still tell you that the Sega Saturn was a failure. Yep, it doesn't matter what tier it is. The Sega Saturn was still the Sega Saturn is still kind of like a Sega Saturn is still a failure, just like the 32X, but it's a little bit better, I guess. I don't know. Okay, finally we can get to talking. Finally, we get to get finally something good for what a good console for once, I guess. I don't know. Hey, no matter what tier it is, the Sega Saturn will still be failure because yeah. All right, the Dreamcast. Finally, okay, finally, we can get to a decent console for once. This is actually compatible with Windows CE. Anyway, this is actually kind of okay. Even though this is Sega's last console, and Sega, you know, died and stuff. Well, as a first party. Oh, there's a Dreamcast. Awesome. I will say, the Dreamcast is leagues better than the Dream. Yeah, the Dreamcast is leagues better than the Sega Saturn. I mean, leagues and a lot better than the Saturn. I'm gonna be real here. Well, I mean, some games. The fuck? Anyway, we have Sonic Adventure, Soul Calibur, uh, NFL 2K. That doesn't sound right. Okay. Sonic Adventure, Soul Calibur, Sabade Amigo, I think. I don't know. Jet Set Radio, Sonic Adventure 2, the weird, yeah, Space Channel 5, I guess. I don't know. Crazy Taxi. I'd say the Dreamcast was a slightly worse situation than the Wii U. That had good games, but had other stuff. Oh, okay. Hold on, give me a second. Let me, again, pause the music real quick. Jesus Christ, how long has it been? I might have to save, like, the Nintendo consoles tier list for, like, another live stream. Jesus Christ. But something's telling me that I do not want to. But, yeah, I think I unfortunately might have to. I don't know. Fortunately. But whatever. I mean to say there were similar enough. Well, the situation. Well, console had good games, but had other stuff that was causing its failure. Yeah. I will say though, the games in this. How the hell did this console fail again? Oh, right, because of the PlayStation 2 and the GameCube. Yeah, that's why it failed. Damn it. It's just that there were other oh yeah, by the way, and and there weren't enough and there weren't enough third parties to keep to keep to keep them going. to keep it going. I guess there was like not enough third parties to keep it going. I suppose. I guess I don't know. But this console is still pretty good. I mean, again, the games, Jet Set Radio, Space Channel 5, Sabade Amigo, I think. That's, uh, yeah, Jet Set Radio, Space Channel 5, Crazy Taxi, Sonic Adventure 2, for Christ's sake. Making people's trust of the Sega broke after the 32X, as well as I think the marketing. Although I don't know about the marketing. The marketing. Yeah, that's definitely what happened. But so that's probably what happened, unfortunately. So yeah. But you know what? The fact that this was Sega's last console, honestly, Sega went out with a banger. Peak games such as again Sonic Adventure, Soul Calibur, Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi, Space Channel 5, Sabade Amigo again for like the third time or second, I don't know. I don't know if that's here. I don't oh, yeah, that's right, Choo Choo Rock. Okay, wait, what? I didn't Yes, Samba de Amigo. Yeah, I that's right, that does Fantasy Star Online. Fun fact, Sonic Adventure 2 was released months after the console got discontinued in North America. Huh. That's weird. So it's basically ah, so it's basically kind of like a final gift, I guess. Anyway, being Sega's last console, again, I think they went out with a banger. The games are pretty good. The games are pretty good. Um, the startup theme is also gives me chills. Well, not really chills, but you know, the startup is pretty chill. The music, I don't know. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to take a look at the controller. The Sega Saturn controller was basically just the Mega Drive slash Sega Genesis controller, except, you know, with the L and R buttons, and that's it, and nothing else. However, with the Sega Dreamcast, however, it this was Sega's first time. This was Sega's first Jesus Christ, dude. This was Sega's first time adding. This was Sega's first time adding analog sticks, I think. Well, except you know, that wouldn't happen if the 3D pad it from the Sega Saturn happened. Anyway, it's also the first time where they use the A, B, X, and Y buttons respectively. Also, the controller feels a little bit more larger, more nicer, I guess. I don't know. Dreamcast controller is actually the base for the controllers of the original Xbox. Huh. Anyway, yeah, I will say I'm feeling either A or S, but I don't know. Putting this in S tier feels a little bit too much of a stretch. I guess I don't know. Oh yeah, by the way, the F tier, there's no so yeah, the F tier has just been empty the entire time. So we're gonna have to remove that, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I'm feeling like A or A tier. You know, I'm feeling like A tier. That Dreamcast VMU memory card thing is actually sort of a handheld in itself. I remember seeing a Chow mini game that thing. Oh yeah, and also Secret has a handheld. I say high A tier. Same. High A tier it is. So with that, we completed our our Sega consoles tier list. God damn, th- God damn, that was a lot. Okay, so okay, the don't know tier. The preview, hold on. The don't know tier. In the don't know tier, we have um this console 3 hours long. Yeah, 3 hours. I repeat, I repeat, 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours long stream. The stream was 3 hours long. So at least that like at least we got like at least the stream is longer now. So we have in the don't know tier, we have this console, which I don't know what the hell this is. In E tier, we have the 32X. In D tier, first we have the SG G9 1000, which just was kind of eh. In high D tier, we have in high D tier we have the Sega Saturn. In the US, that is. It was kind of like a because it was just meh. It and the sales weren't good. The sales weren't good. You know, it was all right. I think I should rename the stream to some. Yeah, I'm going to be doing that later. Don't worry. But later, only later. Because for now, all right. In C tier, low C tier, we have the Japanese version of the Hold on a minute. Give me a second here. I know what music. I know what music fits here. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. All right. So in the don't know tier, we have this unknown Sega console. In E tier, we have Sonic the 32X. Let's be real here. In D tier, in low D tier, we have the SG 1000, which it wasn't the SG 1000, which I mean, it didn't really live up. It didn't. It was just all right, I guess. Uh, the selection, the games were all right. I mean, it has flicky, but that doesn't mean it could save it. Indeed, in high D tier, we have the US version of the Sega Saturn, which the US version of the Sega Saturn, which unfortunately didn't do very well in its sales, and it had alright games, I guess. Not really good though. It's just the sales were really poor. C tier, we have low C tier. We have the Japanese version of the Sega Saturn. It's basically the same thing as the US version, but you know, it did a little bit well, a little bit more well than the US Sega Saturn, I guess. And see, in middle C tier, we have the Mark III, which is kind of eh. I don't know, I guess. See, in high C tier, we have the Master System 2. I have no clue what the hell. I have no clue. I'm so sorry. But anyway, B tier, low B tier, we have the Nomad. It was alright, even though it was a portable Sega Genesis. The screen quality kind of sucked, and LCD. So yeah, kind of trash. Didn't even have any accessories. In B tier, in middle B tier, we have the Genesis 3, which is basically a shittier version of the original Sega Genesis / Mega Drive. It's a Sega Mark III. Oh yeah, my bad. The Sega Mark III in the middle C tier. I have no clue. I have no opinions on that one anyway. In high B tier, we had the Sega Genesis. We have the Sega Genesis CDX, which can play both Sega Genesis / Mega Drive and Sega CD / Mega CD games. But the sound quality the sound quality sucks, I guess, or whatever you just said. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna. Yeah, the CDX is too expensive. Also had the same sound disadvantages as the Genesis and 3. The Genesis 2 and 3. Yeah. In A tier, however, okay. Also to mention that only rich kids had the. Yeah, even that it has like sound disadvantages. So, at a low A tier, we have both the Mega CD and Sega CD. Sonic CD. The reason why it's in low A tier is because only Sonic CD and Echo the Dolphin and the ability to play music, I guess, well, sound that is, carries it. That's it. That, you know, the Master System, the real one, that is, really good console. I have no clue what else to say. It's better than Mark III. Yeah, it's better than Mark III because, well, I forgot again. Fuck. Yeah. Also, okay, even though the Master System, okay, even though the regular Master System, died, it's still going, even in Brazil, so that gives it extra points. Also, by the way, has Sonic Chaos, I guess. I don't know. The Mega Drive. The only reason why it's an A tier because it's because uh, another version of said Mega Drive was done this was just wasn't done. This the sales were pretty good, but however, there's another version of the Mega Drive that had the sales even better. In the middle A tier, we have the Game Gear portable screen. Aside from the screen crunch, basically, it has Sonic Triple Trouble. It basically has Sonic Triple Trouble. It's pretty good console as well, I guess. Um, Basically has like portable versions, portable 8-bit versions of like, you know, games that were already released for like handheld consoles. Uh, anyway, oh yeah, they went back to also the A tier because it has the fucking Master System button scheme. Cause yes. Anyway, A tier and high A tier we have the Dreamcast. Very good games. The startup the startup is really cool, and kind of gives it's you know the startup is pretty chill, and the games in this were amazing. Hold on. Okay, now for the S tier game. No, wait, the S tier console. For the S tier console, however, it's the legendary, the one and only. Hold on. Sega Genesis. What the hell do you think? What do you think? What do you think the S and S tier stands for, dummy? Anyway, yeah, an S tier is the Sega Genesis because I mean the most classic console of all time. It, it's it's just a good console. Okay, leave me alone. Anyway, yeah, that concludes the tier list. Fucking god, 3 hours on that, 3 hours long. Okay, we can finally end the live stream. All right. So, thank you, guys for watching. I hope I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Whatever. 3 hours and 20 minutes, by the way. You better fucking like and subscribe. I spent fucking the next 3 hours ranking Sega consoles. By the way, Sega's third party now, so yeah. Anyway, next live stream I'm gonna be doing is about the Nintendo consoles tier list. The next live stream I'm gonna be doing is about the Nintendo consoles, baby. The Nintendo consoles tier list. And maybe I should probably do and perhaps I'll probably like redo the Sonic games tier list, but I don't know about that. That took me like what, three, three freaking, three whole separate parts. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna leave that later for interpretations or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, next time in the next live stream, probably tomorrow, I will be ranking. Tomorrow or I don't know. The next live stream I'll be ranking the Nintendo consoles. So I guess I will. Fuck. As always, I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. Y'all like this, right? So yeah, make sure to share this to somebody. I guess I don't know. Make sure to share to the somebody. I guess I don't know. Also, the hype feature is a new feature that has been added to YouTube. So if you can, I don't know. How how does that even work? Does it only appear when you have like a certain amount of subscribers, or does it just like appear regularly? See ya. Can you feel the light moving through your mind?